7th of May 2015, we as a nation have a chance to take our country back. We must get out. Basically, that day is going to be as near as we're going to get to an EU referendum. We've got to take it. We've got to grasp it with both hands. We've had years and years and years of the same old tosh under Lib Lab Con, decimating our country, flooding us with immigrants, third worlders, our hospitals, our infrastructure, all our essential services that we as British citizens have paid into all our lives are at absolute breaking point, and it just can't go on. It can't be allowed to go on. UKIP have a range of sensible measures and policies. They're not racist. They want positive discrimination. If we're facing what I'd call negative discrimination. Actually, if you're white and you're British, we've been facing discrimination for the last 15 years, 20 years or more. It's about time that we redressed the balance and tipped the scales back in the favour of the British person, the British patriot who cares about their country. It's about space, not race. We just don't have the space anymore on this tiny island. We're absolutely at breaking point. It's common sense policies. UKIP would like to restore some balance to our system. Instead of having 300,000 net or 600,000 people settling here every year, they want to go back to a system in the 90s where it was in the tens of thousands, like 20,000 to 50,000 skilled people coming here that could benefit our country and a boost to the economy. Just common sense. We should be able to dictate the skills that we need to come into this country, and it has to end now. We have been for many years the dumping ground of the world's dregs. We've had all sorts of people coming here with criminal records, committing murder, robbery, and God knows what else on these shores, and it has to stop now. 2015, we finally get a chance to stand up. UKIP are not a protest vote. UKIP are a powerful political force now, professionalising themselves into a very powerful party, a very popular, legitimate political party, and UKIP will now basically particularly in the North and Midlands, are going to battle it out with Labour now in some of these heartlands, and the Tories now, they'll push the Tories into third place. Let's just go through some of the things that UKIP wanting to do. They want priority for the likes of armed forces. People, if you put your life on the line for our country, then when you come out you should be looked after. There's going to be an armed forces, the covenant's going to be respected. You're going to have armed forces, people are going to have priority in getting jobs in security services, police forces. They're going to be, they'll have priority for housing under UKIP, under an armed forces veterans card, prioritising medical treatment for them so they get the right physical and mental well-being is looked after. This is all just common sense. These people have done us a great service. They deserve to be repaid back. They've been faithful to us. It's time to return that faith. There's some good sensible policies regarding the NHS. UKIP want to train our own nurses and do away with the graduate training programme so that we can train from within like the old matrons used to do in the old days. You learn through experience, on-the-job experience. As long as you have a caring nature and of a pleasant disposition and are willing to learn and have the aptitude and ability to learn, it should not stop you. Money should not stop you from becoming a nurse. There should be opportunities for all, and UKIP want to do that. Also, like I said, controlled immigration is the main thing. We're such a stage now where we've just lost all sense of control. We absolutely, to keep building and building and building on Greenbelt. London is getting bigger and bigger. It's now stretching outwards towards Luton and St Albans in some cases, and they're looking to build on Greenbelt. Everywhere I look and drive around this country, I'm seeing building going on. In the northeast, houses, flats, everywhere. Beautiful views are being destroyed. We're seeing wind farms going up everywhere. They're now talking about doing away with farmland and putting solar energy onto mass solar farms. I mean, I'm not saying we shouldn't have these things, alternative energy sources, but solar and things like that should be on houses. And environmentally built houses when they're first built, but they shouldn't be just flooding the country unnecessarily with these things. We need this farmland, otherwise we won't be able to sustain ourselves in years to come. And UKIP want to do away with the energy, repeal the energy, the climate change, the EU's directive, which costs us, I think, upwards of £18 billion a year. It's just all common sense, really. We've got crushing pressure on schools, like I said, hospitals, doctors' surgeries. You try getting an appointment now, we've now got more than a 4 or 5 hour wait in A&Es, simply because, like for people like myself who work Monday to Friday, you can't get in. You try ringing up, you cannot get an appointment. It's easier to go to A&E. I was just phoned by a friend the other day, actually, saying to me how a single mother with 2 kids was her rent was put up £50 a week, and this was in Middlesbrough. She was told she'd have to leave. She couldn't afford it, basically. She sought help and was told she'd have to move out of the property she was in and have to move a long way away. I don't see why she should do that, but when you go down to this place in Middlesbrough, the people that are putting in all these houses, in social housing, Romanians that are flooding in. We've got record numbers of Romanians in this country. A lot of them are gypsies that aren't contributing, aren't coming with skills, aren't coming with the necessary language skills. We should be able to choose who we want in this country. We want people with skills. Yes, we're not saying no totally to immigration. We want people with skills that are going to benefit this country. That's all UKIP are saying. They stand for common sense policies. It's not racist to put your own people first. Other countries do it. Otherwise we're losing our culture and identity. We have a right to protect our culture. This country's founded on Christian values, and it's right that we look after them. Another good thing that UKIP want to do is bring back the grammar school, so that the brightest pupils from whatever background, even if you come from a poor background, can actually succeed in life and get the best education possible. Also, UKIP would, regarding tuition fees, do away with tuition fees for those studying science degrees, maths, science, technology degrees. We need engineers, we need scientists, we need clever, bright young pupils to go on and do well, and to do away with that's incentivising, encouraging people doing well. You know, that's all UKIP stand for. So I urge you, please, on May the 7th, we have one shot to go out there. We need to remove ourselves from this corrupt organisation, the EU, who haven't signed off their accounts for 20 years. It's time to take... I go around this country now, I drive through places. I was driving through Great Manchester the other day, and the decadence, the decay, just the malaise. You look around, everything, the roads are crumbling, there's litter in the streets everywhere. Nobody cares anymore. It doesn't even resemble England in places. What is going on? We cannot go on like this. We have to make a stand now, because if we leave it 5-10 years, it'll be too late. England it's already looking a lost cause, but I believe there is light at the end of the tunnel. We are a versatile nation. We can get back to being great. We need the right direction. We've been rudderless for too long. The left has had their way for too long in this country, and it's time the right finally stand up and start to unite. Stop keep fracturing and going off. You need to... Common sense dictates. Unity is the key. Let's get this country back on track first and foremost. Forget all the squabbling. Get out there, please, and put your cross in the box. United Kingdom Independence Party. The clue is in the name. United Kingdom. We stand for United Kingdom independence, for our country, for patriots. The only patriotic party out there are UKIP, that want a better Britain, a better, more united kingdom. Please, I urge you, get out there and vote. People, if you've never voted before, we need your vote more than ever. Please, please, for your kids' sake, for your grandkids' sakes. This country can be so much better. We've let it run into the gutter under the Lib Lab Con, and it's time to end their tenure. Please, I urge you. Thank you for listening. God bless you all. Onwards we roll till May the 7th in hope. We hope we can do it. We can do it.